going to explain the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. See, this is the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. See, RC coupled amplifier is basically a multi-stage amplifier, right? See here, coming to its design. See, its design. The design of these individual stages of the RC coupled amplifiers is similar to the same as common emitter amplifiers. Okay, but in which the resistors R1, R2, which forms the biasing network, while emitter resistor RE form the stabilization network. See, here R1, R2, and RE. Okay, here CE is also called as bypass capacitor. See, which is used to pass the only AC, while only allows the AC, and while restricting DC. So which causes the DC voltage to drop across the RE, while entering the AC voltage will be coupled to the next stage. C. CC is the coupling capacitor, which also increases the stability of the network as it blocks the DC. So during that, it offers a low resistance path to the AC signals, so which prevents the DC bias conditions of one stage, so which affecting the other. Okay, so in this circuit, the voltage drop across the collector emitter terminal must be chosen by 50% of the supply voltage. That is VCC is the supplied voltage. So in order to ensure the appropriate biasing point, okay, here the individual stages of the amplifiers, that is stage 1 and stage 2, so which are connected together using a resistor and capacitor combination, right? See, RC and CC, resistor and capacitor combination. So that's why due to that only we just bear it name, that is RC coupled, right? So by using a resistor and capacitor combination, we are going to connect the two individual stages of the amplifier. Okay. Here initially we are applying an input signal at the base of the transistor Q1 in stage 1, right? So the applied signal is amplified, and it appears at the collector terminal with a phase shift of 180 degrees. See, initially this is the input signal, so the output of the first stage has a phase shift of 180 degrees, right? The AC component of the signal is coupled to the second stage of RC coupled amplifier through the coupling capacitor CC. Okay, so the output of the first stage is connected to the second stage through the coupling capacitor CC, and this output of the first stage appears as an input to the base of the second transistor, that is Q2 in stage 2. Okay, so again the applied signal at the base of Q2 is also amplified. Okay, and we have the output at the second stage, which is available at the collector terminal of the second stage transistor, and after being the resultant output at the collector terminal of Q2 transistor is also being shifted by 180 degrees in its phase. See, at the second stage also the output is shifted by 180 degrees compared to the output of first stage. So finally, the output of the second stage will be 360 degrees out of phase with respect to the input. See, with respect to the output of first stage, it has 180 degrees phase shift, but with respect to the input, so the output has 360 degrees phase shift. See, which indicates that the input phase, that means the phase of the input signal and the phase of output signal at stage 2 will be identical, right? So the phase of the input signal at the stage 1, sorry, the phase of the input signal that is we are going to apply at the input stage signal that has phase will be identical to the stage 2 output signal, right? See, here the cascading of these individual amplifier stages increase the gain of the circuit. Okay, that is the product of the gain offered by the individual stages, right? So simply we are cascading individual amplifier stages. The overall gain of that system will be the product of the gains of the individual stages. Okay. See, this is the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. See here mainly frequency response of RC coupled amplifier indicates the gain. Okay, gain of the amplifier. Okay, here from this figure, see here the gain of the amplifier is constant over mid-range of frequencies. Okay, but it decreases at both low and high frequencies. From this graph, just look here. Here at low frequencies, the reactance of coupling capacitor, that is CC, is high, so which causes a small part of the signal to couple from one stage to the other. So moreover, for the same case, even the reactance of the emitter capacitor, that is CE, will be high. So due to which it fails to shunt the emitter resistor RE effectively. So which in turns finally it reduces the gain, voltage gain at low frequencies. But at high frequencies, the reactance of CC will be low, which causes to behave like a short circuit. Okay, so this results in increasing in the load effect of the next stage, so that reduces the voltage gain. So in addition to this, the capacitive reactance of the base emitter junction will be low. Here the reduced voltage gain causes the base current to increase, so which may result the decrease in the current amplification factor beta. And also the capacitive reactance, that is XC, is the capacitive reactance. So XC is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC. that's nothing but the capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to the frequency. Here, and from that graph, see the frequency rolls off are nothing but decreases of frequency. See, below 50 hertz we have frequency roll off, and for the frequencies above 20 kilohertz we have the frequency roll offs. But the voltage gain for the range of frequencies between, we have the voltage gain for the frequency ranges 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So that is constant. So this is about the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. See here, at low frequencies, that is below 50 hertz, the capacitive reactance inversely proportional to the frequency. So due to that, if frequency is low, then reactance is quite high. Why? Because we know that capacitive reactance Xc equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. So frequency low means corresponding reactance is high. So the reactance of input capacitor C in and coupling capacitor Cc are so high. So only some part of the input signal is allowed. So the reactance of emitter bypass capacitor Ce is also very high at low frequencies. See, at low and high frequencies we have frequency roll-offs, and the frequency range over 50 Hz to 20 kHz. There is no frequency roll-off. Okay. See, at high frequencies, that is capacitive reactance is low at high frequencies. So capacitor behaves as a short circuit at high frequencies. So due to that, the loading effect of next stage increases, so which reduces the voltage gain. So at mid frequencies, that is from 50 Hz to 20 kHz, the voltage gain of the capacitors is constant in this range of frequencies. Okay. So that's why we have a flat response. Gain is constant. And also if frequency increases, the reactance of the capacitor Cc decreases, so which tends to the increase in the gain. But this lower capacitance reactive increases, the loading effect on the next stage. There may be a reduction in gain. Okay. See, coming to advantages. See, advantages of RC coupled amplifier. So cheap, economical, and compact, as it uses only resistors and capacitors. Okay, RC coupled, we are used resistors and capacitors in order to couple these stages. So these are cheap and economical. And second one is it gives a constant gain over a wide range of frequency band. So coming to disadvantages, the voltage and power gain are low because of effective load resistance. So due to a poor impedance matching, power transfer will be low. See, whenever the impedance matching is good, then maximum power will be transferred. So due to the poor impedance matching, the transferring of power, that is power transfer, will be low, and a narrow bandwidth compared to the JFET amplifier. So this has, so it has a narrow bandwidth. See, coming to applications of frequency, coming to applications of RC coupled amplifier. Radio frequency communications, and also optical fiber communications, public address systems as pre-amplifiers and controllers, radio TV receivers as a small signal amplifiers. So as the amplifier, so these resistor capacitor coupled amplifiers are used in these applications. Thank you very much.